After I get done working, I would go out, meet up with friends, and start partying and stuff. And I try to drive home late that night, and I never would quite make it. And it's all because of being tired. My friends always do it, but they seem to make it home most of the time. But, I never do. I just fall asleep, and by that time it was way too late.
Usually we wake up at like 5 to get ready, and our bus comes at 6:30, and our first class starts at 7. So it takes like a lot of like energy and stuff to like really wake up. And when you don't wake up at 5 and you have to like rush to like get to school at 7, it's even more like it takes more energy out of you, and you're like even drawn out, like you're really tired.
They're delegated to either the state or federal government.
When I get in the morning, I clean, my parents like have to drag me down the hall and stuff like that because I don't get enough sleep, and like I try and go to bed early, it just never works because I'm always working late. So like on the weekends, like when I want to go to sleep, I really can't.
When we read in class, we have to read in class in the morning.
That's the worst.
And we'll just sit there and I'll hide my head so the teacher can't see me sleeping, and I'll just fall asleep.
Previously, I just broke night. Like, breaking night is what I call staying up all night and seeing the next sun. You don't go to sleep at all. Lately, I've been having to do that a lot for papers, homework that I put off till last minute because I'm one of the biggest procrastinators on campus, I think.
With a friend, it's like not even past 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and you just want to go back to your own place to go to sleep. And who knows, it could never happen to you at all. You have no problems with it, or you could have one problem that changes your life or ends it.
I fell asleep and woke up, and I was going about 90 miles an hour, heading towards the median, the concrete median in the middle of the road. Luckily, there was no traffic coming, and I corrected slowly, and I turned about 4 times and ended up on the shoulder facing the opposite direction. It was the only time I've ever fallen asleep, and it was probably the scariest thing that ever happened.
I fell asleep, ran a red light, and somebody smashed into the side of my car. They hit me into a telephone pole. My car was wrapped around that, and at the end of the accident, as my door was touching my shoulder and the passenger door was touching my shoulder, the other one. So after that, I don't drive tired anymore.
So Carrie, last night after practice, I was really tired. I had no idea how I was going to get home.
Did you drive?
Yeah, I did drive.
Sometimes I stay up all night before my class to do my work, and then after my 6-hour class, I have to go out and get some stuff for the next day's class, and I'm really exhausted.
Well, after a game, you know, you're tired from practice or whatever, you get in the car, you feel like you have to get home on time, so usually you're either speeding or just trying to get back to your family so you can have dinner or something, and you're pretty exhausted.
I don't know. I go out all the time, and I find no time to go to sleep.
All the cool stuff happens at night.
One of the biggest things is like while we study hard, when we're playing hard, eventually we want to like socialize and unwind and like let loose for a little bit. And those are like probably the hours we should spend sleeping, and we don't because we need that. Everyone needs that. Everyone needs to play a little and just have a little fun.
What would I do if I got tired when I'm driving? I'd probably have someone else drive me home because I wouldn't want to take the chance of, you know, dying. I'm still young.
Yeah, sometimes I almost fall asleep when I'm driving, and it really scares me, so I pull off the road.
Most times I'll try to like get some coffee, anything that will give me a little burst.
Now, coffee isn't always a cure, but It's sometimes fun. It tastes good, especially when you got the 2 sweetened loaves of milk. With the bean. The whole bean.
If you were ever on a date and your date was tired driving the car, what would you do?
I'd hit him, of course. Are you kidding? I'd smack him. Be like, wake up.
How about after a date? Do you get tired driving home after that?
No, not after a date. You know, I'm never tired after a date. I'm sorry, that was crazy.
And usually I'm not the one that drives because I do have the game, so I make my nerdy friends or somebody that, you know, doesn't have athletics to deal with drive.
Yeah, I do need to get more sleep, I admit, but I actually am working a lot more lately, so like I'm actually thinking about, now that I'm thinking about cutting down my hours, because that would be good, because yeah, I don't need that.
There's always that self-denial where nothing's going to happen to me. I could do this and I'll be fine, or don't worry, it's me, Rob, I'll be fine. Like, I can drive, I'm not tired enough. Like, I'm not too tired, I can do this. And it's always that person who says that sentence last and never comes back. Being at this age, and most people at my age probably feel the same way, that you have this sense where you're invincible, but you're not.